All right, continuing with the horror films of John Carpenter. I was a bit harsh on Christine, but now I have new appreciation for it because I sat through Prince of Darkness. I didn't like this one at all. God, it's hard to believe it's the same guy. I mean, there's some kind of dopiness to some of other films he did, but it was dopey in a good way. Like a Big Trouble in Little China, which is just a great film. It's silly and funny and all that. It's meant to be. But I don't know. I guess you only got so many tricks in the bag, maybe, or something. I don't know. And the interesting thing about this is that Carpenter says he considers Prince of Darkness part of a trilogy of films about the end of the world or apocalypse or what have you. And so The Thing would be the first one. And I'm like, this is supposed to be the second one. I'm like, oh, because The Thing is about as good as it gets when it comes to Carpenter's horror films, you know. The third film in the trilogy will be the In the Mouth of Madness, and time permitting, I'll get to that one. But this is the only one I think of the films that he's done I had not seen, and I just, you don't regularly hear a lot about it, and boy, I see why. It's so bad. It's hard to believe. Because, I mean, even like the achievement of effects in The Thing and then to this, oh, boy, just so much about it was cheap and tawdry. The acting is not very good. The plot and stuff, I mean, it's just, well, the Antichrist is coming. And in this version of the story, there's like this science fiction explanation for it that, of course religion's all a lie or whatever, and it's all about aliens. So Satan was an alien or an entity, I guess, from the antimatter universe. I don't know. And but this substance that contains the atoms of the Antichrist or Satan, what are they? It's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be two different entities, but in this case it's all the same. And well, it's the take on that the myths are myths and the actual story, it's not that it's all completely made up, it's based on something real. So that would be the idea here. Really, the only good characters are this priest and professor, who I forget the guy. Damn it, I'm forgetting the guy's name, but he's from Big Trouble in Little China. And here he's, I guess, a physics professor of some sort. And the priest is Donald Pleasance. And he, I guess, inherits this diary from another priest who died. And he was holding it secret because he was part of a secret order that was so secret, the secret, that even the Vatican didn't know about it and all this stuff. And so it's revealed that underneath this the old church that's pretty much shut down, there's this basement in there where they're keeping this container of this glowing green stuff. And, well, that's the source of evil and all that. And it's asleep for now, but when it awakes, oh boy, it's the end of the world and all that. And so the priest's all upset. He says, oh, they lied, we should have told the truth. And the professor's like, well, they wouldn't have understood because only now do we have the technological abilities to analyze this and all that. I guess the only cool concept out of it was that they start having dreams, and they all have the same dreams. They assembled this team of the professor's students to deal with this and all that. And so that's who's there. And they almost have an incident where they're inside this church and they're inside the basement and all that, where it could have repeated sort of the being trapped and isolated type ordeal had they done this in some other location, I guess, where it would have captured the same sort of feel as The Thing. But here, they assembled this team to analyze it and everything. Eventually, they start having the same recurring dream, and it's this dream of watching some video of some event, and basically it's this cloaked figure coming out of the church, which presumably would be the Antichrist arriving or what have you. And you can hear in the background a message that this is someone from the future beaming the message to the past so that they can somehow prevent this. So that in and of itself is kind of interesting, but that's about it. There's sort of this slap job of a romance between two of the characters. It doesn't really, who cares? There's a bunch of characters, and one of them stares at the green glop too long, and so it pisses into her mouth. So now she's possessed. Meanwhile, all the vagrant population in the city are possessed, led by Alice Cooper, who has no lines. He's just there to look creepy, And they commit some murders here and there, but that's about it. They murder another guy and then fill his corpse with beetles and ants, I guess. I don't know. It's not a good effect. And then they surround the church so they can't get out. And slowly but surely, one after another, they get different members of the team get possessed. The women just get completely possessed and zombified, and they're doing whatever the Dark Lord wants, One woman, she gets this sort of scar on her arm, and it looks like she's contracted flesh-eating bacteria. At first I thought, she's going to, it looked like she was impregnated and that the creature would emerge from her, but no, it's just possessing her body, and she rots and stuff. It doesn't really, I don't know. And it turns into a hideous person falling apart, the skin falling off and everything. The men that are possessed actually seem to be struggling with it, whereas the women just, they completely fold. So I don't know what the deal was there. And they do the Scooby-Doo thing. They run in from one door to the other down a hall and all that stuff and try to hide from it. And then, a mirror is a passageway to the anti-universe, or the antimatter universe, I guess, is what the deal is. And so, a skinless lady reaches through a mirror, calling for her father, her dark father, whatever. And this satanic-looking hand is coming forward from the other realm. And then Father Donald Pleasance throws something at it, tries to fight it. But the girlfriend of the guy from Simon and Simon at the last minute reaches in to shove the woman through the hole, and they both go through the portal. And then Father Pleasance smashes the mirror, so now they're cut off. And Simon and Simon guy's like, no. And then he has dreams at the end of the movie about her and the bloody corpse in his bed. And he's like, ah. And then he starts staring at the mirror like he can reach to the other side, hinting that if he does, then it'll just start the whole thing over again and the evil can come into the world. I don't know. And then, he has the dream about the video scene of the Antichrist arriving, but now it's his girlfriend walking through. So I don't know if that means that she takes over the antimatter world and brings the light to them. I don't know. Whatever. It was really stupid. Everybody, God, Jesus, or aliens, or whatever. I don't know. I can't. It's like it was so bad. Even the music is not that great, which is an amazing thing because it was very innovative, and of course with the minimalism that Carpenter would apply to movies like Halloween and The Thing, and it just works so well. Here, it's just it sounds like a slap job ordeal done on a keyboard, and that's it. So it's bad. It's just really bad, and maybe it was just like they thought the idea would be cool, and then once they were into it, it's like, let's just get this over with. I don't know. Maybe that's what to do. So it's one you can skip. I just don't see anything. When they talk about reboots and remakes and stuff and things that just didn't work, I guess this would be an example. I don't know how you could make this all that entertaining, but and you want to watch people vomit into each other's mouth. Of course, that's already been seen as far as I guess it was a little ahead of its time about how possession takes place from one person to the next. This is more like the disease is kind of closer to the thing, I guess. You know, are you just puking the infected crap into someone else's mouth? Yeah, I don't know. It's just not very good. Not very good. In the Mouth of Madness, I did see a long time ago. I'll have to rewatch that. I seem to recall it's a much better film than this. I tell you, I got new respect for Christine now. 'Cause at least it had the cool car and stuff like that, you know. This one, there's just nothing there, you know. Some of the girls were hot. That was nice. But, well, that's that. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're still here, why not like and subscribe and share with your many friends? Yes. Also, check out my mini stores in the link description below. Yes, where you can get t-shirts, hats, mugs, all those goodies with my artwork on them. Oh, yeah. And head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night. Oh, yeah. You can also catch me at my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on BitChute.com and now on Rumble.com. Oh, my goodness. So many places to watch me and my stuff. Oh, yeah. And if that's not enough for you, well, you can follow me on many social media platforms and say hi to your old pal, Mr. Nailsin.